Welcome back to the channel, everybody. And we'll just drag that out of the way. And let's see what's going on. Oh, wow. Oh, the AMC was just added to the Vortex 150 chart. Okay? That's a good thing. That's a very bullish signal on the 150. All right, and SPRT is on our runners on the 4-hour and on the daily chart. And as you can see, it has nearly doubled this morning. I mean, look at it go. All right, let's take this and bring it up just a little bit more. We can't seem to. There we go. Let's get back over here. We can see what's going on. It looks like an early morning. We're getting a sell signal, but this is a hammer, so watch out. All right, let's take a look at some of our other, stocks on our lists here. Let's back out to a daily time frame. Let's look at Tesla. Tesla's looking quite interesting. Okay. Now SPRT, look how they shot up. Nice close above that high, huh? Gives you a pretty clear direction of which way we're going. We're also looking at the RSI here and what its rating is. So that's a new little addition to the chart. All right. And I haven't tested if it applies during Renko. So let's check that out. And we found a couple stocks on a few different lists here today, some of our favorites. Looks like we are working on Renko today, so that's good. All right, but that's our runners, 4-hour list, and certainly it did run. Okay, it was accurate, it is pumping. Okay. Now, let's check out our squeeze alert, and we look for a 6-way squeeze and a move above a Fibonacci moving average band. Okay. And let's just go in, and I'm sure SPRT is doing some covering of some shares or something. That's what's going on here, but I don't know where I lost my little side buttons to. I'll have to find them again. Okay, so here we are watching SPRT trade pre-market live. All right, and we can see RSI is falling. So this lets you know when your RSI is going up and or going down. All right, so above or below 50 seems to be about the mark. All right. Very good. And you see that run there. Now, if that run took place way too quickly, as you can see, it's chasing a high right now. All right. And we are in a wait condition now. So this is a wait condition. It's, pretty much trading sideways. All right. And so it has. All right. So let's continue to watch. And we're pumping again. So now it's moving up sideways. And you see if these are moving way too quick for you to be able to follow them and trade alongside of them, that's okay. Let's just change the tick value a little bit slower. Maybe that money's moving a little too quick for you. You're kicking way too many nickels right there, buddy. All right, well, let's start shilling out some dimes, Shickle a nickel. Here we go. So we'll double those nickels up. Now we're on a 10-cent tick. And look at it go. So now we see much clearer signals. Breaks above the, previous high. All right. Looks good. So we can watch these, all right? So we've been adding labels and things like that to our indicators and trying to gussy them up a little bit. But SPRT is one that really took off on the list today. Now, I think Etsy showed up on that list, but we can't seem to get it to come in now. Let's see, what else did we have? So we can jump over to Etsy, though. Even though this one is the one that's going. That's okay. Etsy. Okay. Oh, that looks tight anyway. Yeah. Eek. This could have a nice big run today, actually, with the high and low right here the way it is, so tight together. So I'd be looking for a run in this most definitely. All right, let's go down here. And we got Super Trend up, Super Trend daily, STC daily. Okay. And our STC, we were using STC before. I don't want to look at all that. Yeah, I don't feel like going through all that. Looks like we need to do a little edit there. And let's open that up. Hit our edit. Looks like we really, unfortunately, we really didn't see that much moving today. Veon, that's a good one. And I'll put that right on the list. Excellent. Save. And Veon is now crossing over into good territory. And it has been on many of the other lists, so I do believe it could be valid. Okay, and it is pumping, although this is not quite right. We need to get in here and fix this overbought signal there. Okay, so nothing really happening there. We got AMC, BTCM, DLTR. All right, those are all three really good ones. All right, and they showed up on the DMI, I believe, the DMI three-way 1 hour. I missed it. I'll have to go up and look in the messages. Zeal and Archon. Let's go up here. We'll hit our messages. We'll see what the last one was. And BTU, rock bottom three-way scalper. So we're getting lots of messages coming in. All right, let's go and check the rest of the DMIs. And that's SLQT, KPELF, and ARRPY. Okay. Yeah, I'm not jiving on that. Keppel Core, I really don't want to look at it now. I'm not looking at that. That's not something I'm interested in. And let's check out our DMI index with a 52-week low. And we'll go back to AMC. All right. And we can see how it really did. We can see where we got pushed down from these support and resistance lines. We're using our daily high and low here. Now our daily high and low is built into our strategy here. Okay, our rock bottom detector here. And unfortunately, this doesn't look good, all right? The move below here kind of signifies a bearish action. So even though we are getting an up signal, we still might get an up signal, but kind of looks a little bearish. And RSI is falling. And I can't get that DMI list to pop up and replicate the stocks that were on it. I may have to go in and check the email just to find it. Okay, STM, PSTG. This one showed up before, Pure Storage. So I'm a little familiar with this one. All right, let me see. We get a break above, and it trends on up. All right. Looks like RNAS and Snow, DMI three-way 1 hour. Okay. So maybe AMC was on this list, and now it just is not. Okay. And so maybe we want to know when our shaft is greater than a particular, overbought and oversold level, and less than a particular oversold and overbought level. Okay. And then maybe we want it to alert us. And the 4-way STC has Dvax on it. And Dvax is one that showed up on the list today. And that one showed up, let's see. What's that? Oh, snow. And we'll check out our for YouTube example. And this is going to be on the daily. And this gives us any. So that says just any. All right. And I think that we were using the same similar thing for this one, which we get any and Dvax. All right. Very good. And those two watch lists are very similar. And see, we used to be able to click on the watch lists and I could show you what it was comprised of, but now we're not able to do that anymore. You know, it seems like I can't get to the button that should be below this particular, you know, button that, yeah, I can't get there. I don't know what that's about. Make me mad. Piss me off. Jerk. Get on my nerves. Got a heater in my truck. Off to the rodeo. Okay. Yes, I like this. Sonoma Pharmaceuticals. Okay. Let's see what happens here, but I think it needs to, you know, make a run into this range and get trapped before it can bounce out. So I'm going to be watching that. So there's a lot of things right down here. What is this BTCY? Biotricity? Oh, I don't know, but I like the way that trades. Yeah, I like that a lot. Ooh la la. BTCY. 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 I don't know why. BTCY. Baby. Baby stores. So let's keep an eye on this one too. So BTCY and baby. All right. Also LVS, VNO, American Airlines, MU, EXPE, HES, COTY, OCX, SOS, INN, and LPCN, to name a few. What is GovX? GeoVax Labs? Okay. Let's look for a bounce here. We are in a dip. Buy Z. CLSK. And we like looking at ride too. But this CLSK looks very good for a move as it's coming above 50%. All right, let's hope this isn't just a little juke mark though, but it could be. All right. So our chef and our HA Colt. We've got our pump and dump detector that tells us when we've hit rock bottom and, you know, we're pumping. And we're looking at our Bollinger, you know, %B and our %R with our Cyber Cycles trigger system on the bottom. Our TTM scalpers on the top on a Renko bar chart total. Okay. Okay. Now, let's double it up, link it up, and let's find a study to put in here. And we'll just come over to our sets, and we'll go down and find something. Fear and Greed setups, our harmonic sauce, our golden crosses. Let's see. Let's see if this will help us today. It might not. can go away. That can go away. That can go away. Apply. Keep. Okay. And I do have custom indicators that, most of them I find. And of course, the ones we build them on the channel, and you know which ones I've built. They're the ones that are extremely rough looking. Okay. But this is good. Although I hate that every single time I have to come in here and fix this. God, that bugs me. Yeah, it seems like every update they do, it like forgets information, which I mean, I guess it would help with like server volume info and stuff like that, but I'm going to go in and reset your settings. Okay. This looks good. I like the way this looks. This is really starting to, look upwards. All right. Now let's pop in and out of AMC real quick. And we'll take a quick look. All right. Looks like a bull ABCD. And how are we trading? Oh, see, and it did put a little doji right up in there. Okay. So they really are trying to get control of the area again. Now, keep in mind, this upper study is a short-term scalping study, okay? It has a lot of signals. That's why they, show up like that. Now, I would like to make my signals show up maybe even more like this. Put some of them on the, upper chart here. So if we really like that, let's go in here and see how those are coded in there. It's got to be in this harmonic 3 setup here. So let's go in here. IQ and PMCB to the rock bottom weekly. Excellent. I'm sitting on PMCB. And where are we at? Harmonics and fractals, version 03 by McDon or hashtag name by JQ. Hint, select either show patterns or Gilmore's to declutter. Okay. So McDon, 7 more patterns. Elliott waves, head and shoulders, and BG notes. Dust ETF, daily confluence, wave 4, and HNS. Okay, I don't get with that, but all right, I guess we'll figure that out. Okay, so we got the Bill Williams fractals. But I'm more interested in the plots and labels right now. Although, if we are interested in the harmonic patterns themselves and how and or they are created, it seems like someone with a lot more processing power in their brain than I have created this. But, once you get good, you get good. So hats off to whoever put this together. Thank you very much. Let's go down here and look for our labels. Okay, except we're not adding a label. Kind of seems like what we're looking for are chart bubbles. Okay, so add chart bubble. So we'd have to look at anywhere we want a chart bubble. Then we would have to add the thing that we want, and then the condition here. All right. Not the best example to use for the first time. But not a horrible one. Let's check out LC here. All right. And LC looks like it needs to do a similar thing like another stock we were just talking about moments ago. So and this is a harmonic zigzag on this particular charting. Well, let's get rid of that one. Oh, yes. Let's use that. All right. So we're using our TTM LRC. It's very simple. And it holds together a couple standard deviations with a mean in the middle. And I believe that is based off of the TTM, though. All right. We've got our COPOC and our MFI RSI. All right. So we've got our COPOC day plot, MFI RSI combined. And then our COPOC curve lower. And then we have an unusual volume indicator that lets us know when volume is at least what I believe 2 times greater. Okay. And this is on the gap up fast list. I think this is just a test stock. Yeah. Oh. It's not the one I wanted. Let's try out this new one. The Dime Cross. Okay. Now this one here gives out Apple, EXPE, HES, LVS, MU, and VNO. All right, and all of these are ones that we are looking at that are having a cross on the dynamic momentum index. All right. We also look for COPOC signals. And PMCB, man, PMCB is really climbing through my watch list today, isn't it? PMCB. And we have our ADX30. Let's see what we have here. And let's get daily super trenders. And see, I feel like I messed this one up. It doesn't seem to work. So I think I need to remake it. There's our top ultimate scan. Let's see what happens. Looks like Sava's having a nice little gamma day. Gamma squeeze on Sava. Okay. This one does not want to work. Okay. And we'll look at our super trenders. Let's edit our studies here. All right, so we have our Squeeze Pro indicator here. We've added a label in there. So at least that is telling us when we're active in a squeeze or are not active in a squeeze. All right, very good. So let's edit those studies here. And we'll edit that. We'll get rid of our cumulative overnight volume. We don't really need that. But what do we need? Well, sometimes we like to look at volume. So if you type in volume, you will find all kinds of things. And we have a few. cumulative volume, pre-market volume, unusual volume indicator, 2 times greater, volume, with a 500K or greater in shares. Volume breakout, volume change percent, volume data, volume labels, volume study. It's possible these 3 are all the same. All right. Yeah, this one is. All right, so let's get rid of that then. The FK volume indicator is the same thing as the Enigma Trades volume indicator, so it's not even necessary. So FK, and we'll delete that out of our system. All right, no longer necessary. No necesito. Necesito burritos. All right. So now we get our volume, and we can see our bull and bear action. Our charts are linked up. We got a 10 tick, okay, and a 30-minute. Let's do a 10 tick and a 4-hour. All right, so that can give us our 4-hour direction, and then this will give us a more close and personal view. Our watch list isn't working here, so let's get something that is. Let's go for a Rune overbought, and we have quite a few stocks here. And every time I make certain kinds of lists, they get, it seems like they work for a little bit, then they don't work. What do you know? This one's working. I mean, even if it is a day late, it's working. So, and look how many stocks that we have talked about lately that are on this list. So many, so many. Actually, almost every single one of them I have covered at one point or not in the past 2 or 3 months. Nearly every one of them. All right, so that's good, though. I like that. Those are good things. So let's change this from last up here. Let's get the best net change here. And we'll do 1 minute. And let's come back to AMC. Take a chance on me. All right. Really, I think AMC is going to be going down. Okay. Now, why did it do that? Okay, so let's jump over to Market Watch. We'll check out what the rest of it looks like. It doesn't look real pretty, does it? Okay. Snow's moving. I mean, we can go jump over and look at snow. We can look at anything that's got some movement in it. Let's go Rune bullish, weekly new. And this one gave off some really good signals too. So we need to keep watching this list. So if we have a Kapok signal, a dynamic momentum index signal, a money flow signal, not money flow index or money flow crossovers, but money flow. A signal on a 150 period Arun, a signal on a 150 period Vortex, and a signal on a 150 period TTM squeeze. Now, if all of those stars were to align at the same time, mixed with some of the other indicators, that's giving you some on 20 points of confirmation to take a trade. And we'll see what we get on this list. So we'll continue to work to put something like that together. And I don't see much happening on our list here. And I think we have our sidebar removed right now. GLEC and SGOC. Global ecology. Okay. And I also saw one this morning, sustainable opportunities. Maybe that's what it was. But it seemed like it might do well if it was a good company. I mean, they've got a good little name to them right there. They've got a good business concept. Average bar, current bar. Yeah, I'm not interested in that at all. Let's go and look at GME. And let's change our study over here. Let's edit this study again. I'll come down and find something else. Let's see that volume set. How about the volume study? Okay, we'll use that one. Hit OK. And now we're looking at accumulation and distribution, negative volume index, our volume average, which this might even be just the standard with Thinkorswim, and now we have a TPO value on it, particular right over here too. It looks like Dvax is really trying to move up today, so let's go and check out Dvax now since it doesn't want to quit. All right, and boom. All right, so we can see when there's a bearish and looks like there's a bullish and or bearish strategy here to the accumulation distribution. And Dvax has a gap fill right here. All right, so I could see a crash to here. It does have a gap to fill. Although we did notice that we broke above and got a beat on volume right here and started to trend up. And that was a really great signal. Okay. And it might even keep going up. And we'll go over to AMC. All right, and we can see what happened there, but that's not what's happening here. All right, we are just covering our shorts, and we know that, and we know this is the zone that we are aiming for. All right, so if that is the consensus, we have to get this gap out of the way. All right, it is a dangerous gap. All right, and even still, look here. They're starting to build up a gap underneath here at the 1841 that was not there really before, or it was not that big. All right, they are starting to open up the holes. All right, the ice is getting thin. The ice is getting thin. You know, them gorillas are out walking on a frozen pond. Yes, they are. And spring's coming. But we also do have a lot of room to move. You know, I wouldn't be surprised if we didn't try to reach up and touch this extreme high that's way up here, just for the simple fact of because they can. All right. And what do we got here? All right. So now we're finally getting above the low. That's a good thing. It looks like right here is this trend line right here. 2905 and at 6424. That might be the line. And for some reason, we have our P&L up here. We don't need that. And I'm not sure the negative volume index is helping much either right now. All right, our volume zone oscillator here. We can get rid of that. And that volume study that comes with it. And there we go. So now we have a zigzag with a 150 period, 14 period, but we can change it to a 150 period vortex. And what are our signals we have in here? What have I created? I'm not sure, but probably money flow. Let's see. Buy, sell, up and down. Yeah, it doesn't tell me much. I need to do better. Okay, so those are TTM scalper alerts. Very useful. All right. So those TTM scalper alerts here are really these also the same signals here. All right. They're just here on the lower time frame so they don't clutter up the upper time frame. All right. So let's pop over here. Let's pull this up. And I think that's really about all we've got for today anyway. I didn't really see many other stocks. There wasn't really much flying off pre-market, so unless something really changes. Yeah, the Arun bullish 1 and 4 hour all. Yeah, this is a very reliable list. And we also look for our Arun reversals as well on the 4 hour daily and or weekly. Okay. And of course, I am building these indicators with the support of my fans and patrons and ideas that I get. That's why I enjoy talking to other traders, because it gives good ideas for trading entries and exits, ways we can use other indicators, and things like that. So comment down below if you have a question. You can get these indicators or trading tools. I mean, go back and watch the videos. A lot of them we build right here on the channel, and the ones that aren't, they're saved on GitHub. And I would say when I finally get to a better way to distribute my indicators that I've made, then I'll go ahead and bring the website back out. We had the website and tried getting everything set up to sell them, but when you pay for the stuff to launch your website and you only get one sale, it hardly makes sense to keep paying $30 a month or so to keep your website up when you're only gonna make $20. So I decided just to give them indicators away for free instead. I see it like this. If someone wants to help, they want to donate, that's great. Go to my Patreon. You don't have to do full time. You can donate one time, whatever. If not, hit the like button, subscribe. That's all you got to do. Show a little support. Help the world go around. And interesting enough, AMC is 114%. And that's not even green yet. That's an interesting thought, too. But it looks like our cyber cycles triggers are giving a downward signal. So let's look for a downward push into this 4016 and then probably upwards on from there. We did get this red dot squeeze. Okay, the red dot squeeze did happen on a doji. HIB. H-I-B-B. H-I-B-B. H-I-B-B-I. Habibi. Okay. And our got you was on one of our lists too, okay? Now our Hibbett Sports, oh, well, wow, this is actually a pretty good example. All right, so let's check out this example here. We can see we get a break above our high, and then boom, price ran up, all right? And then when we were rejected, we got a rejection of a TTM, we got a VWAP rejection, we got a high. That pretty much told us at this rejection that we should go the other direction, okay? Then we got another break of that high, another run. Excellent, okay? So we really look for breaks above these highs and breaks below the lows, all right? And when those happen, we know that that is probably less than normal trading. Let's put it that way. Or we could call it an overreaction. All right? And this overreaction looks like it's going to fall all the way back down to here, down into this $30 range. Or this is where a lot of people kind of piled in. So they're still holding there. And it looks like they've started to let loose a couple shares on the way, but a lot of them are still holding at least at the 61.88 level. So it can be held up at least from 61.88. Let's look here. Let's see, 30.22. Okay, so we got a nice support all the way up into the 20s or 30s. Then we have to see another support here in the 60s. All right. So we're probably a little over propped up here above the 80s, all right? But overall, let's keep paying attention to this. And we're not using the modified Darvis box. And I haven't even listed that one over in GitHub yet. That is one that I do intend to sell. Or I can't say it's a Darvis box, but it's very similar. It has its highs and its lows, and it has some other things involved, like scalper indicators, and then some VWAP long-term indicators. Yes. It's actually this tool here, if anybody didn't guess already. But I don't know that I'm quite ready to release it yet. works very well and is very accurate. Long-term, short-term, options, ideas, it works. And it gives you a really clean chart, too. And nothing here on the market sentiment. Nothing here on the market senti on the daily. So let's check that out. Market senti on the daily. And we got Sava, which has dropped $20. Dollar bill, y'all. Wow. All right. So this is just the Droppin' Poppin' Friday. All right. Like the Rock'em Sock'em Robots. This is the Dropp'em Popp'em Friday. Or is it Thursday? I don't know. I don't care what day it is. Do days even matter anymore? If it's not a trading day, I do not care. All right. So we see some small areas and some bigger areas. So we can see where we might get touches for price, or possible touches. Okay. Now let's see if we can get our sidebar back. Let's see if we can find that in here anywhere. Maximize sell. Okay. How about we maximize this cell? Oh, it's gone. Okay. And show our sidebar. And give us that level 2. We can go in here and see what's going on with Sava. Alright. And we can even go in and, check out AMC or any of the others. But a lot of these, this looks like a short straddle, short straddle, short straddle. Maybe, let's see, this one might even be an iron condor, with a call. Interesting the way these particulars play out here. And I like looking at them because it shows many patterns that resemble options profit calculator type studies, type results. Okay, so Sava, look here. This big dip down, we might get a rip upwards. We got a bounce off, here. All right. And see here, here's where it switched over from what was a support, okay, is now resistance. And we can see how that changes over right here. That isn't something I often catch. I don't often catch it where it gets to change over like that at the exact same spot. So this is a really, really neat example of how that happened. And it changed that quickly, so it's not even valid anymore. All right, so let's get all the way back over here. And it looks like Sava is the market senti on the daily. So let's check out some more market senti. All right, let's check out some market senti on the 4 hour. All right, AMC's on the list, Apple. All right, I got quite a few market sentis. Veon. Market senti, how about the first hour? All right, that gives us a bunch on the first hour. And let's go for the Darvis box. And how about our Momo LBR daily? Okay. Jaman T-Cat. Jamn. Let's see, what is Jamn? What is Jammin? Jammin Java Core. Okay, who is Jammin Java? Okay. Of course, it's an OTC, and it's barcoding like none other. Yeah, I mean, it is. It's barcoding big time. You're going to have a problem getting into that. I mean, you could get in that one, but I wouldn't expect to get a great price on it. I mean, even from 0 to, it looks like 0.6 of a cent. Jammin' Java. So let's look this up. And we'll have to do that some other time. Looks like no Momo LBR list wants to work here. And I don't see much going on there. And let's see what's going on with our Fibonacci Bali band on the 4-hour. See if anything's going above that. DMI tube party. Now, PRTY, Party City, last year was a big time, to be in Party City. And, of course, had you been watching the channel, you would have known about it. You would have known about it right here when it started to take off. And we took part in this run right here. We got out and didn't bother with it again. And I'm glad we didn't. All right? So make sure you subscribe, and I tend to be on top of all of them most of the time. I was on top of AMC long before anyone knew about it. I saw the super early warning signals, and it was really funny. You could see the people, like trolling through the chat rooms, saying, "What are you guys going to trade?" And I said AMC, and someone came in and they posted, "If you know, you know." And it's like, yeah, I know, but does everyone else know? And they didn't. And it was kind of funny because once people figured it out, it was like, AMC. I mean, way ahead of you there, guys. I was in there and out of there. Party City does look good, though. It might continue to crash. And that would be typical. Okay. At least crash into this earnings here. And we'll see how they do. But overall, they are bullish. Let's see. Let's get some kind of lines drawn here. And give it something to kind of work off of so I can see what kind of general direction it might be trying to trade in. All right. Perfect. And for the death cross on the daily, we have SPRT that has continued to rocket up. Now $44. And it is just rocking. 2 to the 1 from the 1 to the 3. and the high of 55.67. So we can see, let's go down and check that out here, and that would have just happened. Go back here. And let's get rid of our level 2. That way we can see the rest of our signals. And we can see that our Bollinger %R is a long-term swing trading signal. Okay. So I like to focus on both swing trading signals and short-term as well. Let's just do that. Keep it from spinning up too much information. We can see here on SPRT, we got that break of the high and price took off. And that happened this morning just at, 10 minutes after 8. Very good. And I'm going to expect that it will probably cool off for the rest of the day. But we don't know. This support.com. But to me, this really just built up a big zone of control is really what I believe this is. So let's go and pull up our market maker study. Our Arcit M. And we'll hit Olay, and we can see exactly that market maker move is nearly as big as this entire gap itself. Actually, it's as big as the current gap itself. But the price is within 2 green lines, so does that mean it will continue to trend up? I don't know. This will be interesting. That's why I'm not selling this indicator yet. I'm testing it to make sure that I know how to read it and know how to write out and explain how to use it. Also, don't join the Patreon and then, complain that you joined the Discord and then didn't get your benefits. You have to participate. You have to at least try and go to the different channels on the Discord to get your benefits. I post the scripts there. I post the signals there. It's all there on the Discord. So if you join the Discord and still say you didn't get your benefits, that's an outright lie. All you have to do is try just a little bit. So I hope that clears that up for anybody wondering, how do I get my benefits if I join? Well, if you join, then you just join Patreon, come right on over to the Discord, and there you go. You're home free, brother, sister, mother, auntie, uncle, sissy, nephew, niecey, whatever. You're good to go. Direct contact with me on how to set it up and everything. Works perfectly. And I'll go out of my way to not be like all the other YouTubers. Many of them will not even speak to you. I'm not like that. I like to talk to people. I'm not mean. Some people are just mean. They shouldn't be that way. Big. Let's see here. Big. All right. And that's a big gap up. And it looks like any is back up on all of the lists today. And let's go check out our Chende low arrow on the 4-hour. or low arrow up on the daily, and we get YY, root, COTY, and big. I like this a little better. The market maker move is outside of the current high and low, okay? That gives me a little bit more confidence to trade. A little bit better there, knowing that they do have control, but I should be able to get in and around other traders, okay? That's a big one, being able to get out of your trade. Okay, and joy. And I'm not jiving so much on this one, but it looks, you know, similar too. All right, and that's a Chende lower arrow, and that's a very useful one. And that's the low arrow up. So that's also a long-term. Not a scalping signal. So having the arrow up on the daily and 4 hour. And let's check our 1 minute here. VTRS, blue, many of those stocks. AAIC. And no moving scalpers, but it looks like Dvax wants to show up on our lists again today. And for the %B and %R daily, we get Neuro, Sava, and SPCE. Sava and SPCE. Okay. I don't like SPCE's market maker move. It always is just way too wide. Sava here. This looks better. You know, and I don't mind a wide bid-ask spread, but a too wide bid-ask spread could mean trouble. So I think I'll leave you guys with that. Looks like AT&T, ticker symbol T, has hit its rock bottom on the weekly, so we may even get to see a bullish trend reappear there. So thanks for watching. Hit the like and subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next video.